Hello, hello! Welcome back to my stream. It is I, your humble host Sketchy, once again, on this kind of beautiful Wednesday, I guess. Could be worse. Anyway, we are back with Reverse 1999, as per schedule. This time I didn't start the stream late, so that's nice. No life-breaking issues this time. Nothing much changed from the previous reverse stream, so nothing to brag about yet. We'll probably start the stream with another pool on the banner, and we'll be jumping right into the story, I think. I'm continuing my attempts to get copies of Paper Heron, and it's not going all that well. In 120 pools so far, I've gotten one copy of her. Well, not too bad, but considering that I won't be able to make that many more pools, could be better too. Let's see how it plays out. And give me orange. I'm seeing orange. Is it happening? Am I getting baited? Come on! You know you want to. Yes! Yes! Now we are cooking with gas. Okay, so 130 pulls and 2 copies. Not too shabby. Could be worse.
That was quite a spin. Well now, would you look
Yep.
at you? Time truly does gallop like a wild horse, eh? I am Paper Heron, humble Taoist, wanderer, and very glad to make your acquaintance.
What a wonderful start to the stream. The day suddenly got all the better. What's the 5-star? A new one?
Hello, dear. Do I still have to tell you my name? Or sign my name first?
A starlet of some description. Okay. Fair enough. New character. I barely have any characters of the Beast Afflatus, so that's nice. Oh, hey there. Thank you for the well wishes. Welcome to the stream, anyway. I saw your comment on the YouTube video just a moment before the stream.
Why the sullen
Even
look?
managed to reply
Something weighing
on
on
the
you? Come,
fast and quick.
sit. Let's see what this coin has to say.
Okay,
Heads
so
and all will be
we've got a
well.
copy of her. That's
oh,
nice.
it's you. I'm still settling in.
She's
Not so
the
used to
pivotal
seeing you.
character for our team. What does the first copy do for us? Let's see. Bend with the wind. Impromptu incantation now deals an additional... Oh! So more damage to bosses then. When there's just one target, it deals a lot of more damage. This is going to be crucial. Jesus Christ! This is going to melt bosses. Okay. Duly noted. I need more copies. Alright. So, let's click through the clickies and get my dailies in fast before we continue with the story. Right. Jesus Christ, my eyes. I can't see anything underneath the fireworks. I kind of overdid it with the birthday cakes. I think this is the cause of it, if I'm not mistaken. Oh well, okay. Here, try one. Mr. Liang brought these delicious soup dumplings. Today is my birthday, so she gave me an extra. Okay. Isn't your birthday on a different date? Is Zhuangli dreaming of butterflies, or are butterflies dreaming of him? Who can say? Anyway, birthdays are something to celebrate. I read the G and it tells me that today is a perfect day for outings and celebrations. Why not celebrate my birthday today? I guess that's one way to look at it. Birthday can be whenever you feel like it, apparently. At least to a Daoist. Fair enough. Okay. So, I think we can jump right into the story. I'll make sure that everything is working stream side. That nothing broke suddenly. I think everything is looking normally. So that's nice. Alright. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. Continuation of chapter 7. We are almost done with it, I think. Most likely, we'll finish it on this stream, and maybe we'll start the event, the Golden City one. I guess we'll see. Because I'm not touching the chapter 8 yet, after this one. I've been told that it's better to do the event first. So maybe the title of the stream will be modified afterwards. We'll see. Alright. Let's start. Where did we end up with? Right, it was that scene on the beach, I think, where 57 reunited with her friend and told her the horrible news. Right? Right. Alright, so next part it is. Okay. "57 stands dazed on the beach. She looks around at the familiar island. The once pristine shores are now cluttered with debris of human weapons. Debris, rather.
How did this happen?
Question, my girl, good question. You've got attacked.
I passed the test. I was granted the truth. I have the answer with me.
Yes, but you are out of time.
What did I do wrong?
Well, technically nothing. It was completely out of your hands.
No, 37. None of this was your fault. Hysteria has come to this island, and people are caught up in it. It is the storm syndrome, taking the form of war.
Right. The mind is growing increasingly tense. The situation has gone far beyond expectations. Shouldn't it read, "Her mind is growing increasingly tense"? Sometimes those translation lines are very weirdly worded, honestly. Right, 16 hours to the storm.
Has it been 6 hours since we entered the cave?
I'm surprised it wasn't more, honestly. Considering the absolute acid trip that happened inside.
How strange dream. It lasted longer than I thought.
Yeah. Six gave 2 hours to leave, and now 6 hours have gone by. Well, honestly, 6 is nowhere around to protest, so that's nice, question mark. But the islanders and the visitors are all too wrapped up in their own misery to notice.
This is bad. The plan we have with Zeno.
This objective is of the utmost importance. But where is the team now?
37. I have to go.
I have to find Sophia.
Well, that can be hard, considering that she ran off into the woods. She dashes into the forest, desperately searching for any sign of her red-headed friend. Just as she goes further, a faint call stops her.
37.
Oh, there you are. What do you have for us, man? Oh, he's fucked up. Duly noted.
6, you seem...
The leader looks even paler than usual. His robe is in tatters and his crown is covered with dirt. He rests his back against a broken pillar, gazing up at her.
Have you passed the test? On what question did you seek its knowledge? And what answer did it give you?
Well, I'm not sure if you are going to like the answer. Stunned by everything she's just been through, 37 recites the numbers for the third time, still a little dazed. He listens intently and falls into silence. Please tell me that he's going to see through this and maybe give some worthwhile advice for a change.
6, weren't you going to perform the cleansing ceremony? And Sophia, she...
57 trails off as she notices the dark fluids seeping from his robe.
Please come up to me, Miss Verton. I wish to have a word with you.
Why with Verton specifically? His voice is gentle, but his expression is grave. Well, that's a given considering that he's bleeding out. A gash runs across his stomach. His robe is soaked in crimson.
50 strides from here, on the semicircle square, you will find your friends and the rest of our people.
Fair.
I have done as much cleansing as I could. If nothing goes wrong, they will regain consciousness soon.
Okay.
May I know what happened during the cleansing ceremony? 37 and I each had a bizarre dream after the earthquake. Did everyone on the island fall asleep too?
I have done as much cleansing as I could. If nothing goes wrong, they will regain consciousness soon.
The island's order is forged by our faith.
Okay.
And now that faith has been broken, that is all there is to it.
So what? The ritual didn't work because people stopped believing? What is this? A fairy tale?
What did you say?
Upon our arrival, I sensed a large-scale ritual surrounding the island.
That it was.
Is that the circle you kept talking about? Was it broken during the ceremony?
No, the ceremony was just a ceremony. It was never the source of our faith.
Alright.
Our journey was ended by the same thing that began it, Miss Verton.
He whispers softly without looking at 37.
Which is the truth.
That's kind of cryptic. The waves crash onto the shore, bringing debris from the plains with them.
It doth not surprise me.
What the hell are you doing here? You are supposed to be gone. Okay, what bullshittery did you bring with you?
The wise, so blinded by their pursuit of knowledge, they oft neglect the harshness of reality. A common downfall of the contemplative.
Have you ever looked in the mirror? You know what they say about glass houses and throwing rocks around?
Pray tell, in the midst of such overwhelming destruction, where has their vaunted wisdom gone? And what good does it bring in this final hour?
I'll do my best to remember this line and recite it back to you when I kick your ass finally.
I can hear thy weeping and bellowing within, Miss Sophia. Many a time you have knelt at the Temple of Truth, devoted yourself, prayed for your people, and withstood the tribulations set upon you, all for the betterment of others. Thy
Right.
character is without reproach.
So she's in the forest with Sophia, not with 6 and 37 and Vertin. Headache must be the standard for this poor girl. Oh no, you are getting this completely wrong. She is the headache to everyone around her. Everything she touches is becoming a headache. She lifts her hand, smiling, above the roar of warplanes persists.
Yet the truth has never deemed you worthy, has it?
No, that's not.
What kind of snake oil is she going to sell to Sophia? She wants to leave, but her feet are rooted in sand. She wishes to defy, but her body refuses to budge. And where would she possibly go after all this?
You shall be granted a greater opportunity. A blessing that befits thy devotion.
Your blessings are turning people into mud monsters, so we do not consent? Her unsettling tone causes the girl to instinctively step back. That's good instinct. Run, run and don't look back.
No. That's a violation of the scripture. We shouldn't.
The scripture? Yet you were never truly counted as one of them, do you not agree? As evidenced by the decision that truth hath made. No one escapes their fate, as ever.
We are getting an animation, nice. Oh, it's her number, isn't it? And it counts as an irrational number, I think.
I don't understand.
It's the bottle that she has thrown into the ocean years ago. She looks at Six, eyes wide in disbelief. He has just effectively declared that the fate is dead. Yeah, all things considered, what's happening around them should be an indication enough.
I know the answer given to Mama was right. The transcendental law is gone and the supreme existence is in chaos. This caused our model to fail and allowed the discord in the phenomenal world to affect the essence of things. But did the truth really fall apart? Chaos is also a form of truth, is it not? Just like how irrational numbers are numbers. Despite our dislike of them, they still exist and cannot be denied.
As I said some few streams ago, chaos is just a pattern that is too complicated for you to comprehend. She steps forward, hoping for an answer.
But how? How did this become the destruction of our people's faith?
Six still does not look at her.
You will hear no answer from me, 37, for that is not the question worthy of your attention.
Huh.
Do you still remember what you answered to me in the cave?
Right. Would she still seek truth if it uprooted her beliefs. She kneels beside him and she nods, holding back the whirlwind of questions in her mind. She kneels beside him and takes his hand in hers, gazing at him with intense focus. Eyes are still glittering like stars above, unaffected by tumultuous waves below.
That would be enough then.
There's a hint of relief in his tone.
Don't waste your time on the collapse of the faith. Don't question yourself because others think differently. Walk onto the path you have chosen. You have done nothing wrong.
This is a lesson that takes time to understand, one that can't be grasped so quickly. She blinks softly, holding the lesson close to her heart.
Miss Vertin, I'm afraid I must trouble you for a favor.
He weakly places his hand over the wound, and a faint glow of his arcane power coalesces in his palm. But the glow lasts only a moment, like a shooting star disappearing into the night. I'm guessing that he's going to ask us to take 37 with us.
As you can see, I can hardly take part in this matter for any longer.
Come with us as well. We can patch you up, I think.
Should the situation turn for the worse, please take 37 to safety and assist her in decoding the numbers.
You have my word.
It is a weighty request with unspoken implications. The leader nods, looking on to the distant ruins. His empty blue eyes are getting dimmer by the minute.
We are born facing a choice. Either we restrain ourselves and strive for harmony and discipline, or succumb to destruction fueled by passion and madness. Though the former may be challenging, the latter will only plunge us into eternal darkness. From 1 to 10, each number has its moral purpose and mission. Among them, only 6 was chosen to be the leader.
Because 6 stands for balance.
Yes, we must pay heed to the balance between passion and reason, so as to stay on the right path and not be led astray by the calling of our blood. For generations, we committed ourselves to the scripture and stayed true to what we pledged. We left the trivialities and troubles of the phenomenal world behind and served the supreme existence with the fruits of our knowledge. This kind of faith was how the island prospered, and it was the source of our salvation. Through diligent practice and contemplation, we managed to remain secluded and independent from the rest of the world.
The irrational numbers that your people rarely appreciate, are they faced with a different path? A path of passion and madness?
The leader nods slightly, acknowledging her speculation.
We have been long isolated from the outside world by one emanation after another.
I'm not entirely sure if it was emanations that were separating you from the outside world. It was practically your own choice.
4 years ago, we tried to seek proof in the outside world, but failed. We regrettably lost some of our best scholars and friends in the process.
Well, you can thank Arcana and Manus Vindictae for this one.
However, it was not the failed attempt that led to this upsetting situation, but a crisis from within. Now with our ship capsized and our scale fallen, I am no longer able to reconcile the tilt of people's hearts and souls. We will be divided. The fanatics from the foreign lands can finally spread their hatred amongst the ruins of our shattered beliefs.
I will stop Manus Vindictae.
Styx closes his eyes. His face is now as pale as the pillar
Forget
behind him.
not your promise, Miss Verton.
Footsteps approach from the distance. Styx recognizes them. They are the fractions who weren't taken to the cleansing ceremony, and the apprentices still seeking their numbers. They're dressed completely different now.
6. We came to bid you farewell.
Unsurprising.
Everything happened here proves you to be an incapable leader. Your preachings of moderation and reconciliation were nothing but excuses for cowardice.
Repeat this to the mirror when you turn into a monster from this mask.
Where were you when the humans dropped bombs on us? What did your cleansing do to help us? If those virtues are meant to be the virtues of an integer, then I would prefer to be a fraction.
Please listen. The integers were unconscious during the attack because the ceremony was...
Out of my way, 37. You knew nothing about what happened. You were in that cave having fun with your little games.
Right, and you know nothing about what happened in that cave.
The envoy from Manus Vindictae was right. We have grown too complacent on the island and have forgotten how to fight. We foolishly believed that staying out of conflicts would guarantee us everlasting peace.
Well, that part was wrong. I'll give you that.
Now, open your eyes to the humans' atrocities against us. How can we not seek revenge for our spilled blood? We must act and reclaim what was taken from ours. That is the true meaning of salvation.
Okay, and how exactly do you plan on doing that? The anger continues to escalate. 57 shakes her head firmly, refusing to back down.
It is true that I was absent earlier, but please listen to me. Everything will get better because I already have the truth with me.
Be careful what you promise, 37.
The truth? What good will it do right now?
Well, right now, it will do jack and shit.
Will it drive out the humans? Will it reclaim our home? Will it bring back our deceased friends?
Okay, they're throwing arcane skills at us. The man recites an incantation, a simple spell derived from the truth that anyone in Aperon could cast on their first day. But now that their fate has crumbled, their radiance is no longer there.
What salvation did your truth bring when steel pierced our chests? Manus Vindictae granted us the power to fight back. What did the Foundation do?
One angry question after another. Sticky, slimy fluids seep through their masks.
Don't waste your time with these integers. The Foundation's envoy is here. It is clear they have taken the side of the humans. Kill the envoy, cut off her head, and bring it to our mother.
Right, there we go. Bruising for bruising. Let's load the fisticuffs.
What? You...
The mask has robbed them of reason. There's no point in talking further. Take 6 to safety, 37. I'm the one they are after.
Let's kick their asses.
Then how are you going to...
I will meet with Sinetta at the square. Miss Radio is with them, and we will contact our people from there. Don't worry. We had a plan against the Manus, and we can still carry it out.
Did we know?
Now, on my mark.
I guess Vertin didn't share with the class. 6 afraid of 7, really. We are going to do it like this. Throw around ancient jokes. Now on my mark. Okay. Run. Funnily enough, I don't remember the end point of that joke. So you've got me there. It was something about 8 and eating. As our forefathers did and their forefathers before them. The endpoint is 42. Yes, everything ends in 42. Indeed. I don't remember if we met anyone named 42 on this island. I don't think we did. Or at least I don't remember. You know what? I'll go Google it out of curiosity. No, actually no. We've met someone named 420, I think, but not 42. Interestingly enough. A missed opportunity if you ask me. Okay, let's jump into the fight.
Very
Will
well.
end before
Let
it
me
will
try my
start
hand.
with my team. Let's smell their faces. Okay, a standard procedure, book buffs first, and
Let me think on it.
a burst.
No worries.
Let's see how the damage will differ this time. After the upgrade of Paper Heron.
And that's that.
Saved for the sequel, there'll be answers to everything, right? Certainly. Let's put a pin on this one. Okay, so we've melted some of them. And I missed the damage actually. Didn't pay attention. Alright.
Relax.
Let's blast them like so.
Ah, an interesting one. Let me think on it.
I don't think that they will even survive those
Please,
normal
Don't
incantations.
resist.
Or maybe. Maybe they will.
Talisman Scientific Version!
天道必反，其势好还。
Concentrate and visualize.
Okay, show me the damage. Ooh, 200,000 from a single strike.
They are much naughtier than the
Groovy,
Foundation's
as they say.
kids.
Groovy. A Greek Tragedy, Part 20. I think we are near the end of this chapter. Like, probably something like 2 more parts after this. Most likely. Okay, let's jump into it. What do you have for us? The world is a door. 1,000 ruins, desolate and cold. For those who have lost, what have you lost are long in the void. Verisamt by Friedrich Nietzsche. They are throwing Nietzsche quotes at us. Goody. The flames of war rage along the shore. Humans, Manus Vindictae, and Apiron believers are all consumed by madness. The paints from the storm syndrome have bled into the sea, creating a disordered mixture of colors. Flash of artillery, the glow of Arcanum collide. Dead, infected sea creatures litter the shore, like a tableau of an abstract painting. By the way, I don't know a thing about this game. What is this about? I can give you a quick rundown. So, Reverse 1999 orbits around the idea that in the year 1999, where the millennium was about to strike, something happened. A storm appeared worldwide that started to reverse time, and time started to go backwards. jumping everyone back first to 88, I think, then to 60 something, and then to 1929, and even further down. In regular intervals, that storm repeats and turns back the clock. People are effectively being erased from reality every time, and new reality replaces the current one. There's two factions. One is the Foundation of Saint Pavlov, the other is Manus Vindictae. And those factions are partially exempt from those occurrences, and they are trying to fix it or exploit it in their own ways. And our protagonist is part of that foundation aforementioned. She is one of the people that are exempt from the time reversal. So she's trying to find a way to fix it and return everything to how it has been before the storms. Yeah, it is very confusing because all time travel plots are confusing. I never met a single movie, book or game that made a time travel plot that was easy to follow, honestly. Such is the nature of the beast in this case. But all in all, just think of it like this. We are jumping through the eras to different timelines and trying to return to our own, in short. You can think of it like that. Currently, for example, we are on an island that's filled with pseudo-Greek philosophers that are basing all their beliefs and daily lives on math. It's weird, but yes. Oh, also I forgot to mention that magic exists in this world. It's just a daily part of lives. It's called Arcanum here. So the main difference from our timeline in this world is that even in the 1999 there was magic. Some people could cast spells. Otherwise it was just regular 1999. And this whole storm phenomena that turns back time seems to be related somehow to the magic. They should let it be reversed. Everything started going downhill after 2000s. Well, see, about that, that's basically the premise of one of those factions, the Manus Vindictae. They want to speed up the reversal. They're trying to do just that. We are opposing them as Foundation, and they are doing their very best to recruit people and speed up the reversals. Go back to the time before civilization started, basically. So yeah. That Arcana girl that you mentioned having a headache is the leader of Manus Vindictae. They got me, where do I vote? Well, you can go straight to the girl that you've seen, the blue-haired one, Arcana. She's the leader. Okay, where did we left off? The flash of artillery and the glow of Arcanum collide. Dead, infected sea creatures litter the shore like a tableau of abstract painting. Right.
Where are you going, 37?
The sightless woman inquires with concern under the care... Excuse me. Having a bit of a hiccup. Under her care, the leader's bleeding has finally ceased.
Please take care of 6 for me, Madame Marta. I have to go find Sophia.
For example, this girl is part of the civilization on this island, and she's named literally 37, because every person in this community names themselves after a number, and it has internal meaning for them. Not caring about anything else, she runs into smoke. Gunfire and explosions fill the air. The angry battle cries of former apparent believers now in Manus attire echo in all directions. Thank you for the follow. I much appreciate it. To give a little bit of a description on the current situation, this whole island with those pseudo-Greek philosophers is being invaded by the outside world of 1990? 19, I think, something like this. It was shortly before First World War, so something like 1915, 1919, something like that. And the outside world is invading this island, effectively disturbing the beliefs and the secluded existence, so to speak, with how to say it, with this prospect of conquering the entire island. Starting to sound like this game is trying to teach us history. Oh boy! This game is chock full of historical events, people, and happenings, but effectively seen through a skewed mirror. So it's like our history, but with addition of magic in it. Kind of like in Harry Potter, I guess. And mixed with time travel as well. So yeah, it's distinctly different version of our history.
Die, humans!
The explosion knocks her off balance as she stumbles onto the gravel. 37 winces in pain. A pair of hands reaches out to her.
Are you alright, 37? Can you get on your feet?
Sophia!
Finally, the voice she's been searching for fills her with relief. I have a premonition here. She's going to wear the Manus mask, isn't she? She happily reaches for her hands, but stops abruptly, uncertain.
Did you change your clothes?
Okay, sick new attire, I'll say that much. But it looks like she joined the Manus Vindictae, I'm guessing, considering the imagery. But I'm loving the drip. She pushes down the cacophony of emotions swelling inside her. Where to begin?
I have found my number, 37.
That you did.
Your calculation was correct. As always.
You found it! That's good!
She accepts the news without hesitation, her face lighting up with a genuine smile.
I always wanted to tell you. It is a great number. The number of a herald, prophet, and pioneer.
Is it now?
When it was first discovered, mathematics was nearly destroyed. But luckily, it also spurred advancements in the field.
Right, because from what I remember, that specific number was what upended the Greek philosophy that they are basing their beliefs on. I don't remember, was it Pythagorean school or the other ones? One of these. She stops, no longer rambling on about numbers, and sincerely gazes into her friend's emerald eyes.
Are we still friends, Sophia?
Hard to say. She's going to probably try to convert 37 to Manus Vindictae's side as well, I'm guessing. Sophia smiles, smiling that she's still the same even now. She knows so much, and yet she knows so little.
Yes, 37. We still are.
Are you now?
But there are more important matters I must tend to.
At least it's nice to see that the Manus Vindictae didn't stick the horrible mask on her, considering what it does to people. So they actually want her as a member, not as a foot soldier. That's nice. A bomber howls over their heads, the pilot laughing hysterically. Oh yeah, one more lore tidbit. Whenever the storm is coming, like now, that is about to reverse time, people start to get so-called storm syndrome. Every time it's different, but it spreads madness across people in some form. In this era, it's obsession with war and art. Big Drifter vibes right now? Yeah, that's a good example. But it's like in reverse. Heh. Title drop. It's not different era people dropping in to a specific era. It's different eras dropping into reality, kind of. And our team drifting through those eras. The plane is covered in thick layers of paint, its wings curled and twisted.
This is ours! The land we discovered!
The voice actors are killing it in this game, honestly. The pilot has spotted the 2 targets on the barren rocks below, with 2 explosives prepared for release. Sophia does not flinch or retreat, instead her fingers wrap gently around the tiny idol.
Viotrocitos Falma.
What spell did you prepare for us? Explosions, it seems. The bomber detonates in the sky, taking the young pilot with it. Well, 07. Unknown pilot.
Sophia, your power and your luck.
I must leave now, 37.
Sophia is now in her god phase. Not a phase, Mom.
Lady Arcana has shown me another path.
You don't say. Did you read the fine print, though? I would do so if I were you.
No! No!
So, looks like we'll be taking 37 with us, and Arcana is taking Sophia. Unfortunate, I like Sophia more. I have a thing for redheads.
Why are you leaving too? Is it because our circle has been broken? But I found the truth. I have the final solution. Just give me a little more time and everything will be fine again, I promise.
I don't think she's buying it. She closes her eyes, the scripture still lingers in her mind. There are 3 kinds of people who come to the Olympic Games. Those who... The lowest class is made up of those who come to buy and sell, and the next above them are those who come to compete. But the most esteemed, however, are those who come to look on. Only these wise pursuers of knowledge may release themselves from the wheel of birth. Okay.
You
You've
and
seen that
I
proverb.
are different, 37.
You are.
Not all of us have the privilege to look on from the sidelines.
Clenches her tiny idol. A quick tar-like substance seeps out from her body. In an instant, the bombers are wiped out completely. Ooh, she got hands now. And she's throwing them around. Interesting. So Arcana actually gave her some sick-ass powers for a change. Duly noted. Also a 6 CG right here. That's effectively worthy of a green background.
Sophia, you...
She can't prolong the inevitable any longer. She knows that. This is the last thing she wants.
I will join Manus Vindicte, take others with me, and leave.
Well, there isn't exactly anything we can do to stop you, is there?
I will renounce the scripture and seek vengeance in the phenomenal world.
Unfortunate. Manus Vindicte is swiping all the hot girls, honestly.
Make your move, 37.
Tears roll down her eyes.
If you really are the genius who can overcome anything, prove it to me.
Don't think she will.
Stop me. Transcend me. Defeat me. Crush me to dust.
Oh no, don't tell me that we are going to fight her. First it was Isolde, now it's her. God damn it. Okay, so we are actually fighting Sophia. Well, this is not going to be much of a fight with my overpowered team. Okay, we are going to end this in a single turn, I think.
Things that I haven't seen.
Sorry, Sophia.
Sophia, why must we fight each other?
Because she wants you to stop her, to prove her wrong.
This was preordained. I am an irrational number, an obstacle in the pursuit of truth. I have accepted my fate, abandoned my scriptures, and embraced the path I should have chosen. Let neither side hold back, 37.
Maybe we could kick her ass and she'll come back to her senses, but I'm not holding my breath for that one. Alright.
An inch.
Copy that.
This is going to be quick.
No worries.
Easy lah.
Let the explosions begin.
通幽动微，墨韵虚无。
Crackers and fireworks.
Please,
How
don't
much health
resist.
do you have? Not much at all.
Thunder to me.
Yeah, this is practically bullying. There we go.
No, no. This is wrong.
Well, on this island, the believers of this school of thought are either numbers or people seeking their number, trying to figure out where do they fit into the math of everything. So she was one of the acolytes, let's say, and this girl 37 figured out her number and wanted to tell her, but instead she has chosen to throw the answer into the sea and find the number on her own. And Arcana shown the number to her, proving to her that she was one of the so-called irrational numbers, the people shunned by this community, because they cannot be defined by clean math. This is their set of beliefs. They're weird. They believe that people defined by irrational numbers are irrational themselves, so to speak. Okay, so we've kicked her ass, unfortunately. What will be the outcome? All in all, it's all based in ancient Greek philosophy. Their beliefs. Just with a magical twist to it, kind of. Always knew mathematicians weren't to be trusted. Indeed. The explosions have finally ceased. The planes rest alongside the geometric bodies in the sea, sinking into an everlasting sleep. The roars of battle are no more. All that remains is the crashing of the waves against the shore. Same as translators, ain't that the truth? But honestly, to be fair, Reverse 1999 is not that bad with the English translations. There are some mistakes here and there, but not that glaring. And the VAs are pouring their hearts into their roles. Honestly, one of the best English VA that I've seen in any gacha game to date. At least in my opinion. All that remains is the crashing waves against the shore.
Why? Why did you spare me, 37? Why did you show mercy? You weren't supposed to!
Because on this stream we don't kill redheads. It's against the law. The battle ended quickly. 37's geometric brilliance has left only a tear on her friend's robe.
Because I don't want to fight you, Sophia! Why? Why do we have to do this?
Oh, and one more lore tidbit. We are on this island to begin with, because those cuckoo crazy mathematician magicians actually figured out some way to stave off the storm. They were safe on this island for several storms for some reason, and we were trying to figure out how. But Manus Vindicta came and fucked up everything. Brought human armies with them, brought lies and deception, and the whole protection of the island fucked up. Her voice is filled with anguish. Sophia looks down in a long silence. Then she gently shakes her head.
I'm sorry, 37. I have gone beyond reason. Beyond cure.
So you say.
I must have been out of my mind to make you fight me. Your hands were never meant for violence. They were meant for upholding the truth.
Okay, so are you going to kind of come to your senses, or are you going to go crazy even more? By the way, turns out that I tried this game last year, I think. Well, fair enough. I started playing it like something like a month ago, month and a half, close to it. And I'm blasting through the main story. Light speed.
As for me, I'm the one who clears the dust off the path, as fate foretold.
Guess I got affected by the reversal too, and I forgot about it. Checks out. I highly recommend going back to it. It's really good. The story is engaging, the gameplay is actually quite good, simplistic but in an elegant way. And it's very generous for a gacha game, honestly. It throws currency, pools and whatever at you at a very good rate, in my opinion. Very well worth the time, in my opinion. As for me, I'm the one who clears the dust off the path, a fate foretold.
Goodbye, my beloved friend.
So she's just going to skedaddle? She no longer wavers or looks back. Her shoulders tremble, but she strides toward the Manus with determination. Stop stealing our hot girls! God damn it.
It is time. Please clean up the beach as quickly as possible. We will depart soon, as Lady Arcana has instructed.
Okay.
Miss Sophia!
The team is finally reunited. Sonette arrives last, having from trying to catch up to the scene. She had her own battles elsewhere on the island. That strange dream has taken its toll on her. And now she is holding her pen, silently questioning Sophia with a piercing stare. Why?
We all have our own purpose to fulfill, Miss Sonetto.
Right. You are currently playing the rebel. She walks right past her. Rude.
I will not fight you this time. But I will draw steel the next we meet.
Sonetto break her kneecaps, but gently. Oh. The new members of Manus Vindicate have left. They did clean up the beach. Every trace of humanity has been wiped clean. How nice of them. Okay, so they teleported themselves out. They keep doing that. Only rocks and metal debris remains on the beach.
I don't understand any of this.
Honestly, I'm not surprised, 37. She slumps to the ground and stares blankly into the distance.
The truth transcends all and is above all trivial matters of a phenomenal world. It guides us to enlightenment and protects us from evil and misfortune. Does it not?
As you can clearly see, not so much.
This is what I have always believed, so I went seeking for it. It is finally in my hands. But now...
37 buries her face between her knees, on the verge of sobbing.
What went wrong? Was it my fault? Isn't this how the truth is supposed to work?
Honestly, girl, the game was rigged from the start. You were out of time from the very beginning. It's not an easy question for an off-island visitor to answer. However, one thing is for certain.
The truth has not abandoned you, 37. You haven't used the key yet, have you? It is still coded.
Right, because in the previous stream, we've seen 37 and Vertin delve into a mystical cave on this island, where supposedly something akin to a god of math was there to answer any single question you posed to it if you passed the tests. And they did. And they asked, how can they protect themselves from the storm? And the answer they got was a long-ass string of numbers that apparently means something to 37, but it's a form of a code. But everyone believes that this is actually an answer how to stave off the storm. Maybe this is how those people were doing it on this island.
The key.
Right, the key. Numbers, what do they mean? 37 is helped up from the ground.
Lilia has verified Arcana's location. She is still on this island.
She's still going to break something here, probably.
We still have a chance to stop her, before it's truly too late. We should go now, Sonetto.
Time is running out. That clock made out of Nixie tubes that Vertin is looking at every time is the countdown to the storm, because that's one of the things that she can do. She knows the exact time to every storm that's about to happen. She has a 24-hour window for it every time.
We have 15 more hours until the storm.
To be continued. Okay. So, some side lore ahead. But before we continue, I'll take a short bathroom break, so excuse me for a moment, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay. Anyway, I've noticed that my auto-moderation bot is being overzealous on the chat for some reason. It filtered out some messages. I'm seeing them myself, if you are wondering. Honestly, I will have to tone down its sensitivity off stream, because it's filtering messages that are perfectly fine, honestly. And that crazy French girl that you mentioned was the character called Balloon Party. I do have her, actually. It's this one.
Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
She is quite weird, indeed. Also quite a decent starting unit. Okay, so let's continue. We have to click through this to continue. A trail in the forest. Omens of fate hidden between the lines. Read, a voice says. The moment of choice has arrived. Read it. The game is throwing in lore tidbits like this in between the sub-chapters. They are usually very cryptic. So let's see what this is about. Trail in the forest. Fate has been forged for this purpose. A maxim, a preconception, a deliberate contemplation, a step taken. Believed to bear choice. A woodland is older than all within it. For passion or reason, travelers grope and stumble through the branches, or silently tread a narrow path, or choose to turn away, stepping into the subtle unknown. Read, the voice urges. If now, without pursuit, close to truth, yet let go. Then never before had it been. Step forward, so they say. Before the tale is told, all is decided. Merchants, competitors, mortals, and heroes. And as the feast begins, how shall they fade away? And those outside, for whom the time they've made has not yet come. Those who deem themselves transcendent are merely not in this procession. They like to throw poems and rhymes and other pieces of old media at us in those side points in between quests. Allegories and whatnot. They are usually somehow tied to the proceedings in the main sub-chapters. But honestly, sometimes they fly completely over my head. Like this time. An homage paid. Okay. Next part.
We've got signal. Xeno has restored communications with Team Timekeeper.
Right, so, for those new to the story, we are jumping back to the St. Pavlov Foundation, where the rest of the Foundation is trying to decode other method of avoiding the storm, because they got their hands on some Manus Vindictae magic shenanigans, and they are trying to repurpose it for their own purposes, well. And honestly, they are having a very bad time of it, because everything they got from Manus Vindictae turned out to be either a trap or incredibly hard to use and dangerous. Rituals that turn people into monsters, masks that turn people into monsters, other crap that makes you disappear. Honestly, bad time all around.
Very well. We will leave you to it.
She sighs with relief. But before she hangs up, she has one more question.
Just to confirm before we go, the operation Xeno is currently undertaking has been approved by the PAC Security Council, right?
The internal call falls silent, as if the question is too absurd to answer.
Certainly, miss. We are soldiers. Soldiers act on orders.
Right. Same universe as Fallout by the looks of it. Well, the Foundation was forced to start using more and more archaic tech every time the reversal happened, because honestly, it started to be more and more difficult to get their hands on modern technology. So they had to resort to using shit like Nixie tubes for clocks and such, like you've seen, because that technology is from the 60s, if I remember correctly. And same with computers and other stuff, because you cannot really get your hands on technology, production methods, and resources as easily anymore from their perspective. They are pretty much confined to their HQ regarding what they can store and stockpile. Every time a reversal happens, everything that you stockpile and save outside the HQ just poofs and disappears. So it's kind of hard to get your hands on PCs. This is the only part of the island untouched by war, where the foliage is thriving and the view is stunning.
I am most pleased to see you.
The feeling is not mutual.
Had you a pleasant stay on this island, Ms. Verton?
Was pleasant until you've shown up. She turns around and a smile grazing her face.
Are they not an intriguing flock of people? Their wise ones drew a circle at their feet and declared themselves apart from this realm. For generations untold, they toiled as diligent ants in service of the circle, adoring and venerating it while shielding themselves from insanity's call. I take immense pleasure in admiring this wondrous figure, the primordial, eternal, immaculate circle. The more pity that it was etched upon sand.
Below, the bombed-out beach is in a state of disarray.
I disagree. The fragility and impermanence of sand is precisely why people strive for something eternal. Believing in perfection is not a flaw. I noticed the human aircrafts were loaded with weapons, not from this era.
Right, because Manus Vindictae nudged them along. That's my guess.
Did Manus Vindictae provide them with the technology?
Probably. Arcana smiles, the silence confirming the disturbing revelation. They've got their hands and fingers in all the pies.
I can't fathom your motives. If you came here to incite hatred and recruit the pure-blood arcanists on this island, you may now walk away with satisfaction.
From what we've seen, she's also incredibly petty.
If you wanted to take the island as one of your bases, you could have done so after the cleansing ceremony failed. But you did nothing. You just stood there. Why?
Without rhyme or reason, she laughs.
Do you struggle to comprehend, sweet Vertin?
Well, she told you that, yes. Does this spike in your head impede your hearing?
I was waiting for you.
Yeah, she repeatedly tried to recruit us in the past. I'm guessing this is another attempt. Sonetta and Lilia take a step forward.
Enough talk, Vertin. It's time for action.
You are correct, our resident drunk Russian.
Mind your distance. Arcana has power over people's minds at a close range.
A pity.
She raises her arm, the stone bangle still intact on her wrist. Right. And hers doesn't work, I think. The next moment, it slides off and falls to the grass, dissolving into thin air.
I did wish to keep this bangle. Mine and yours, a pair in perfect match. How will you remove yours, Vertin?
Right. For those confused about those bangles, when we entered the island with Manus Vindictae, we have formed a pact under orders of the local people, where we were wearing a bangle each, linked to each other, and if we ever fought on the island with those bangles, we would die instantly. But Manus Vindictae was cheating. The bangle didn't do shit. It's just us that are tied with this time bomb. The bangle burns, a reminder of those who still believe in the teachings of truth and appearance. And those who remained until the end of the cleansing ceremony. The symbol of faith remains true to its purpose. The peace agreement is still in effect. Like shit it is.
What? The island's been blasted to smithereens. How come the bangle still has its power? What is it made of?
Don't worry, Regulus. We have foreseen this.
Did we? The chief assistant shows no signs of worry.
When we first arrived, I was bewildered by the rules on this island. But as I learned more about their scriptures, things began to make sense.
Because you are a complete nerd, Sonetto, but it helps us this time.
Language is an unreliable means of communication. Information can become muddled and vague wording can lead to mistakes and contradictions. That's why the island values math as a more precise and truthful language. They mock language for its ambiguity, scorn its flaws, and ruthlessly expose its inconsistencies, like they did during that debate. The pact on this bangle is of a similar nature.
I see. It forbids us from actively attacking, but what is considered an attack? The rulemaker did not specify that.
An act without the intent to attack will not be seen as an attack.
So what, are we supposed to shoot in the general direction of them?
That is the unspoken rule of the peace agreement.
An adorable attempt. Are you truly prepared to gamble the life of thy sworn companion, little pup of the Foundation?
Behind her, an unidentifiable form materializes into existence. Sonetto shakes her head, her wand remains steady.
I will not make the same mistake again, Miss Arcana.
Are we going to kick Arcana's ass? Tell me that it's the case.
I know perfectly well what I'm doing. Your provocations will not work on me. For the peace of this world, I will stop you.
Sonetto there having a protagonist syndrome. The wand radiates an intense
Premio
brilliance.
sereno intenso ed infinito.
Now, Vertin. Show me how you have changed since last we met.
The battlefield. It transformed.
Apparently so. Prepare for engagement. That's the first time I'm seeing someone speaking to us on the map screen.
Arcana is dangerous. We may not be able to defeat her.
That's new.
But right now, that's not our goal.
Okay.
Relax! I've got the whole battle plan all up here in my head.
Beginning of the end. Interesting.
I shall relegate captain duties to you for today, Vertin.
How gracious of you. Okay. What is this about?
You have made new friends, aye. Have they changed you? Perhaps it's time you met my old friends. Come, they await thy greetings.
Timekeeper! Arcana has disappeared, and monsters are pouring out of the portal she created.
Huh? She's running away! Oh, that was quite the grand escape.
No, I can sense her. She's still there, looking down at us through that portal. She's waiting for something. Everyone, it's almost time. Xeno will start any minute. We need to complete our preparations as planned and force Arcana to show up.
Easy. If we finish off all her minions, there's no way she'll just stand by and watch. The big guy up there is mine. You deal with the rest.
Okay, how does this work?
Trying to gain air supremacy? Not under my watch.
Okay.
I'll send that outdated hunk of scrap metal crashing to the bottom of the ocean.
So I can use my regular team, that's nice. So it will be easy. What are the rules besides that? I'm not seeing anything special. So, okay, let's jump into it.
Wow! So many things that I haven't seen!
This looks like some form of boss fight. What is this thing? Cannot click on it. God damn it. There we go. Manus Vindicte airship. What does it do? Huge creature? Critter carrier. So it's a summoner boss fight. Fair enough. Let's blow it up.
Copy that!
Relax.
Easy, lad.
This should be enough to blow everything up.
And that's that.
Guys, Lily!
Thank you for your cooperation.
Thunder Talisman, scientific version!
Well, it's not that resistant. There we go.
Airspace cleared. Preparing now.
梗係我捉你，唔係你捉我啊！
Okay, another fight.
Just like the battle simulations. I will not allow the tragedy in Chicago to happen again. Timekeeper, it's time I showed you what my training's been for.
Okay. Sonetto throwing hands.
Dental checkup.
Oh, this thing again. We fought it before. Well, with our firepower, it will be very different from the last time.
Ah,
Copy that!
no worries.
Easy lah!
同有懂威，莫与
Doubt
虚
it
无
will survive just the first volley.
And fireworks!
Thank you for your cooperation.
Thunder! To me!
It's more resistant than the previous one, but still, it's gone.
Timekeeper, I've defeated the enemy. Beginning preparations now.
너 파즐인가?
Easy enough. And the last
Be careful,
deployment.
Captain. It appears that some Abraxas are being affected by the storm. They are attacking indiscriminately.
Alright, then don't draw their attention. Let them attack the Manus.
Hey! We were so quiet! Why are they coming for us?
It seems that the storm cannot entirely change their instinct.
Alright, those poison creatures again.
Very well. Let me try my hand.
Just in the mutated version. Alright.
Copy that!
Ah, an inch.
No worries.
Let me think on it.
Ha!
And that's that.
If you are wondering why the fights are so incredibly easy,
what a
it's
blue
that it's because I was incredibly lucky on my character pools and I over-leveled horribly for this section of the game. That's why everything is effectively melting. Okay. Let's do something like this. Why not? Make it spectacular.
It will all be
Easy lah!
What's this? What's that? What's
Easy now.
this?
Please, don't resist.
Thunder! To me!
I tripled the ingredients this time.
Oh, the resistant poison, it
It
seems.
seems to be mixed up.
Unfortunate.
It should be fine, right? Typhon won't give up his friends. Neither
Oh
will
well, the
Sotheby.
impromptu incantation will take care of it. There we go.
Finally got rid of them. Now, how am I going to deal with this?
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Timekeeper, the first preparation stage is complete.
Great. Next, we destroy the portal.
Marvelous, Burton. You have put on a magnificent performance. As a gesture of gratitude, I shall bestow unto you these gifts.
Are they bombs?
She just showed up of her own volition.
Why does it read send more pain my way? Hey, that's weird.
No, something's not right. The arcane skill in that portal is fluctuating strangely.
She's casting a ritual. Vertin, retreat!
No time to think.
Guiding Swan Harbinger. So this is the boss fight. Measly 57,000 HP. This will be quick. What do you have for us? Some bullshittery, okay. Oh, it's this thing.
What is this? It has more hands than all the members of a band combined.
Right?
Timekeeper, there's a gigantic creature emerging from the portal. We must complete stage 2 as soon as possible.
We better finish it off before we start stage 3.
Copy that. This is a critical moment. Everyone stay alert and await my command.
Ah, Bangala!
I think I already fought that boss in the dungeon crawl mode.
Timekeeper, please allow me to assist you.
Guiding One's Harbinger takes reduced damage from attacks of a non-strong Afflatus and changes its Afflatus to the same as the source of the damage. Oh, okay, so we have to sequence the attacks. The Guiding One's Harbinger gains menace at the end of the round when taking attacks from a non-strong Afflatus or when its HP is lost during an attack. Reaching 100% plus menace, it immediately unleashes its ultimate attack. Oh, so ideally I would need to melt it in a single strike. In a single round, rather. Should be able to manage it.
Easy lah.
Relax.
Copy that.
Concentrate and visualize.
Crackers and fireworks.
Please, don't resist. Is this creature changing its afflatus to match that of its attacker?
Ha! A mimic strategy. Clever. But we can also use it to our advantage. Everyone, rotate your arcane skills. Make sure we always have the stronger afflatus. Let's teach it a lesson in improvisation.
Thunder!
Oh, we can just explode it. Like so. That works.
The creature
And
is
it's gone.
defeated and Arcana has emerged once again. Timekeeper, stage 2 is complete.
Cool. Now we just have to activate it.
No, things are going too well. Like this has been rehearsed.
Yeah, probably part of her plan.
What on earth is she trying to do?
There's no time, Vertin!
You're right. We've put too much time and effort into this plan to not carry it out now. Sinetto, Lilia, Regulus, assume your positions. It's time to enact the final stage.
Are you going to share the plan with the class, Vertin?
No, Hazelinga.
Alright. Where the hell are we? Is this a perspective change? The ship sways gently in the waves. It is set for a new world and there is no turning back. Oh, we are back to Sophia. She hasn't spoken a word since they sailed. The situation is final and the board is set. There's nothing for her to do but to stay silent.
Miss Sophia? Is the Guiding One really not coming with us? She
doesn't answer, absent-mindedly caressing the tiny idol. She still remembers the moment she received it.
Are you saying?
Fret not, my child. You heard me true. I shall die today.
What?
Timekeeper, location Alpha is ready for the ritual.
Is she walking right into our plan knowingly? Why would she do that?
Location Beta, ready.
Huh.
Mr. Apple and I are ready.
Good.
This is not a preparation for an attack, at least not for an attack here.
Requesting to use the advanced arcane skill Afaroya round. Number 000262603100008.
Thank you for that, Vertin.
To teleport a top priority threat to the Parmenides base.
The glow of a ritual envelops Arcana.
Oh?
So we are skedaddling
Listen
her
up and
somewhere
enjoy
else.
the ride.
Huh. I guess that's one way of taking care of your problems. Just shunt them somewhere else.
Launch sequence initiated. Starting countdown. 30, 29, 28.
The target has not reached the designated location. I repeat, the target has...
15, 14, 13.
Large-scale arcane ritual detected. Aphroy around, verified. Life signal detected. Target is in position. Initiating detonation.
6, 5.
That it
4,
does, a little bit.
3, 2,
Now
1.
it does look like Metal Gear, kind of. Wait, did they nuke her? So they teleported her somewhere else and detonated a nuke on her? A
No
vacuum
arcane
bomb.
energy detected. No life signal detected. Target
That-
eliminated. I repeat, the target has been eliminated.
Okay.
We actually did it.
I didn't
Admiral,
expect that.
Hans, we made up for what we didn't do in 99.
Did we win?
It's too early to celebrate, but history will remember this moment and honor all that was lost in this long battle.
Wait, Hans. You hear that? In your headphones?
Everyone can hear it. A grating static.
Admiral, we might have a life signal, but there's too much interference.
Give me that.
The plan was made with a little time to spare. The location chosen for the observation room is far from ideal. But soon enough, the strange sound in the room subsides.
It's nothing. There is no sign of life. It was the wind.
Really? Are you sure about that?
So, that means...
We did it, everyone.
a triumphant victory! A salute to you, Admiral, and to the Timekeeper.
I'm not buying this for a
efforts
second.
peace have prevailed, and we have emerged victorious. Let us forever remember this day for its greatness.
I'm not buying this for a second.
fought for this moment! We did it!
Arcana went along with this, and she expected something like this. So she had a plan B, that's for sure. The observation room erupts in triumph. She either wants us to believe that she's dead, that's one option. Or another option is that she wanted to martyr herself, but why? Huh. Okay, let's see what's ahead. Arcana deceased. Is she now? I mean, dropping a nuke on someone, or a vacuum bomb, whatever it is, probably wasn't in the cards when she was planning this. We'll see.
A bullet is among us, right under this roof. It serves no army, no country, only peace.
Let's get ready for philosophical bullshittery. The narrator is here. I'm ready to understand nothing of it.
The heavy rain at the end of the century dissolved and washed away many of its comrades. But it was lucky enough to survive. Its pointy end still shines silver, ready to drill a hole into its enemy. Sadly, its bulky colleagues stole its thunder in this war. One push of the button, one big explosion. There was no need for the rest of the ammunition.
Good, we saved a lot of bullets.
It seems someone has become more budget conscious after working with the mathematicians. Saving 10 bullets is better than saving 1. Saving 100 bullets is better than saving 10. It's simple math. But its boss, the general, has more to think about. What are they going to do next time? Will this bullet be put to use when the rain comes again?
The general? Who's that?
A big shot, dear. A wise man of the most insightful kind. You should talk to him if you have the chance. But he's been in a gloomy mood lately. Be careful not to mention anything related to the conservative battle tactics used in 1999. The missile that would have been launched, and especially anything about the bullets lost in that battle. He has paid a great price for the future, but you see, the future is sneaky. Every time you think you can grasp it, it takes a step away from you, nullifying every effort you've made to get near it. Even a bullet isn't fast enough to catch up.
We must keep pursuing.
Pursuing the future. How romantic, dear. As long as we continue to close the gap between us and the future, it will eventually be reduced to 0. But know that as time goes by, we are only moving slower and slower in the race. Technology is regressing, and we have switched from AKs to Mosin Nagants. The bullets won't be as fast as they used to be. The future is drifting away from us, and the past is catching up.
I think they're referring to the fact that since the technology is regressing with the time, every resource that we use up is a resource that's not coming back in the future. So maybe Arcana did all this to waste resources like the bomb, because I'm guessing they don't have many of those on hand. Maybe this was the singular one they had. That could be the case, actually. Okay, next part. Should be able to get through this before the end of the stream. The ones who pray. Here on the level sand between the sea and land, what shall I build or write against the fall of night? Tell me of runes to grave that hold the bursting wave.
Drink this. It will help relieve your pain. Worry not. It's not made from the grapes on my head.
What's the rest of this poem? Tell me of the runes to grave that hold the bursting wave, or bastion to design for longer date than mine. Alfred Hosman. That's an unknown one to me. Never heard of it. Or the author. The war may have ended, but its scars remain on this place. In this place, rather. The Hall of Truth, once the Palace of Knowledge, now stands in ruins. 210 examines the injured man's face closely, making sure his pain is eased. Then he stands and watches as more people are brought through the gate. Second, gotta pour myself a drink. My throat is getting completely parched from all the reading. Okay.
Hang in there, 29.
888 makes her way into the hall, carrying an incapacitated believer on her back. She carefully lowers the person to the floor. Her own arms are wounded from the attack, but fortunately they are not fatal. Since the integers awakened, this has been the only thing they've been doing.
Are there any other injured that have not been found yet?
I've scouted the island. Every remaining member should be here.
So you have.
Besides, the ramifications of the situation waiting down on them.
It means the members not here have joined Manus Vindicte.
I'm surprised you are not among them, honestly. I pegged you as the supporter from the very start. I guess I was wrong. You're just an asshole. Call me surprised. The hall is dead silent. Just a few hours ago it was alive with debates, ideas and passion. But now one half of the hall is gone. Its seats buried under the shattered dome and crumbling walls.
Is Six still in a coma, Miss Marta?
So he's alive, okay? The blind woman nods, concern etched on her face. The Banshee doesn't say anything else. She needs to clean out her own wounds. The last few hours have been a whirlwind. Their fate has crumbled, the humans have invaded their island, and Manus Vindicte has turned them against each other. But now, everything is gone. Enemies, friends, and even the truth. All that's left are the moans and groans that fill the hall. In the midst of the hushed void, some begin to pray.
To you, O the alone infinite, the non-subsistent, the ineffable, I call. Grant me inspiration of nature. Guide my soul with truth.
These are the words of both sorrow and hope. Words of contemplation and honor for the dead. A brief respite where they can find solace to ease their pain.
Give me power of enlightenment. Tear off from the web of ignorance.
More people join in. Their prayers reverberate through the hall.
Redeem me from the evil, hatred, and what throttles me down. Break through the ground of bad, corruption's chain, the carapace of darkness, the living death, sensation's corpse, the tomb I carry. Learn the beauty of truth, the balance and limitations of all.
Enough!
It's 29, the injured believer just carried in by 888. A leg is missing, but he manages to get up and sit down against the wall.
Why are you still praying? The truth is gone! Who are we praying to? Who will answer us?
His outburst falters, turning into a bitter sob.
For generations, we have searched for purpose and meaning. But now that the truth is lost, what is left for us to live for?
No, the truth is still there.
A crisp voice echoes through the hall. 57 arrives, panting at the door, accompanied by the members of the Timekeeper's team.
I passed a Perron's test and it showed me the answer. It will free us from the Wheel of Birth once and for all. I just need some time to decode it.
She feels the stairs weigh heavily on her. The wounded, the desperate, those who have lost their faith and their souls in the last few hours. The custodian walks up to her, still composed and steady.
We will do our best to help. But how much time do you need?
A crucial question. The girl averts her eyes. Her confidence has waned since the last time she answered this question.
I have someone in mind that can help us decode faster.
Let me guess, Enigma. That's our guy. Elsewhere in this world, some people are also making the same efforts at all costs. They too are studying the immunity to the storm.
But I need your approval before I ask them for help.
This will require some finesse. What's about to be asked might rattle the founding principles of their belief system.
May I share the truth with the others, 37?
So, are we bringing reinforcements from the Foundation? Storm arrives in 9 hours. The experiments on the side effects of the ritual are ongoing. Right, in the Foundation. The list of conditions they've encountered stretches down the pages like a long winding snake. For reference, the ritual that Foundation is researching in the meantime is something that they stole from Manus Vindictae, but it has side effects, to say the least.
The side effects are completely random. Among the current samples, the probability of no side effects occurring is 0.52%. And of the 81 recorded side effects, 39 of them will cause irreversible damage to the biological body. 24 will permanently alter the composition of the caster's body functioning. And 18 minor effects will cause only minor, superficial injuries that do not affect daily functioning. Laplace's archives has enough rituals to protect casters from the minor effects, but the other two categories are highly lethal.
Right, that makes the ritual unusable effectively. The list was made at the cost of lives, and she meticulously analyzes each item of it as if taking apart an intricate machine.
After 72 experiments, the diversity of side effects has decreased significantly. It is unclear if this is due to repeated testing on a single subject or due to a limited range of possible side effects. More than 90% of these effects are related to concepts such as dirt and dust. Is it because of the origins of this ritual's power?
She stops briefly, scanning through the list again.
The number of recorded side effects is 86, not 81. When did I write these 5 down?
A knock at the door interrupts her thoughts. Simone walks in.
Madam Lucy, Zeno's plan was a success. With the help of Team Timekeeper, the leader of Manus Vindictae was teleported to a deserted military base and targeted with a thermobaric weapon.
Oh, it was a thermobaric weapon, so a single step down from a nuke. The biggest explosion you can cause with conventional weapons.
It was a direct hit with no signs of life detected. The momentous event was captured on camera in the observation room.
I'm still guessing that she got away from there instantly, the moment we've teleported her there. I'm not buying for a second that we actually got her with the bomb. The director nods in approval. It's a good news, but she can't devote much of her processing power to... excuse me... to expressing joy while she's focused on research.
A tremendous victory. Please extend my congratulations to the Admiral for this remarkable feat.
Also, you have 2 call requests.
From Vertin, I'm guessing.
One is from the Timekeeper, which Laplace received shortly after the battle with Manus Vindictae. She is requesting remote assistance to help the Apiron decode a numerical code related to the storm immunity.
Okay. This information demands attention. The director's head snaps up.
Put her through immediately.
Simone nods, but her shoulders remain tense. There's more.
And the other call?
It's Kikanya, the Viennese arcanist who helped investigate Marcus in acquiring the ritual.
Oh? A hint of hesitation appears in her eyes.
We have updated her the progress of the study and the potential side effects of the incantation. But she insists on knowing the right pronunciation.
Oh. Ah, that's tricky. If she ever speaks it, she could be gone. Guide to constructing communication waves under special circumstances. Alright, everyone, this is X. Here to instruct you all on how to set up a usable radio communication network under the influence of the storm. Firstly, radio transmission is like a Goldberg machine. A convoluted process, even though it's point-to-point. It's not just a straight line. The medium of transmission can also change along the way, and it's not limited to radio waves. With a little imagination and well-calculated paths, information can be transmitted from any point to any other point, and multiple complex paths can prevent information from being hijacked during transmission due to the storm. The theory involved can be found in earlier paper. How to send transoceanic mail with pigeon and catapults. I beg your finest pardon? With what? That caught me off guard. Call me when someone gets it right. I'm on my way to being busy. Okay. So, guess we are leaving on this cliffhanger for today's stream of Reverse 1999. I'll be taking half an hour break, give or take. So, we'll be back around 4 PM 30 of the GMT +1 time zone. And we'll be streaming Enfield then. Arknights in Enfield, that is. So, if you missed anything from the stream and you want to catch up, I recommend jumping onto my YouTube channel, where the VODs are stored. It's linked in the description of the Twitch description. You can also write down exclamation YouTube in chat, and the bot should give you the direct link. Also, if you want to have my upcoming schedule of streams, that's what I'm posting on my Discord server. Also linked in the description or under the chat command of exclamation Discord. So, thank you for watching, and see you again in more or less half an hour. Ciao!